Hey, good evening, Professor. I saw that you took down the forums. I was under the impression that I was still catching up, and I read the thing. It says here that you can put the forums on Wednesday. For some reason, I read that it was supposed to be Thursday and no later than Friday. Um, anyways, so I just came out of Hina Malka. It's a recovery program for addiction. And they just had a TA that came out with that just tested positive for COVID, and we all had to go in and get tested for COVID. I have the paperwork if you need it. I'm a little bit emotionally overwhelmed by it, and then I tried to maintain a positive attitude. I feel healthy. It's been 10 days since I was at Hina Malka. I feel good, but I'm a little disheartened by the forum. And I didn't get an email, and so maybe I don't know if it's too late to drop the class. I just feel a little emotional about it. I feel hurt. I put a lot of effort into reading this, and then today I find out somebody's got COVID, and then I gotta go take a test, and they really go up there into your brain. Anyways, I'm gonna try to answer the questions that I remember having, but I had to go and take my test, and I thought I had until today to do it. So anyways, I saw the video. First, when it comes to the Uniform Act, I thought it was a great act. It's a blanket statement. It creates a floor. I took a couple of notes here on section. It divided into private, court, community, and corporate. The draft philosophy was to create a general floor, not a ceiling. I thought that was really good because each state has different rules and regulations. I like that it's similar to an attorney-client privilege. And my understanding is that it's basically a general blanket guidelines that can be helped to create candor, to basically to get down to the nitty gritty, so the person feels comfortable and can express what really happened in mediation. Now, in regards to the video, I really enjoyed that video because it hit on multiple aspects of the communication process, communicating with both parties one at a time, making sure that each party understood the rules, and that it was basically one party gets to speak at one time and can't just allow another person to just start talking in the middle of that person's conversation. I really didn't like the video that there was two third-party interviewers that were that were part of the mediating process, because that's great. That means that all the pressure on the mediator isn't just on one single person, and they can check their own biases within each other and see what the other person saw. Like when it came to the older man, they saw that he was a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more upset emotionally, and that there was a generational gap by calling him kid. I thought they were very in tune, and that they were showing good reflection, and they would repeat everything back to the clients, making sure that not only did they have a good understanding, but that the clients felt that they were being heard. Another aspect to it was that they said, well, let's communicate first with the older person because he seems more upset. Another aspect is that they honed in on some of the aspects that they both agreed upon, which was the lawn was not, maintained and upkept. And they kind of downplayed some of the things that were said that kind of were a little offensive by saying it was a disgrace. They didn't really go into it. Which I thought was really smart. I thought it's like, hey, if it doesn't help the conversation, that's okay. I also really enjoyed the fact that they asked the client or the persons what's okay to reveal to the other party. What would you like them to tell them? Is it okay if I tell them what you told me? And then in regards to the young man, when he said, I don't think it's important for him to know that I'm stressed out about work. I don't think it'll help. That's very important, to understand what the clients really want said and what they're trying to portray. And as a mediator, I really enjoyed that nobody really had, the mediators themselves really didn't have any real opinion other than they just found what facts were really important, and they were listening to the clients, and they were saying like, hey, so it seems like that rose bush was really important to you and it had a lot of emotional significance to you. I mean, that's just common sense. They're not putting bias into it. They're just really reflecting back what the older man was saying. So I thought that was really good. And they allowed the clients to resolve the problem themselves. In reality, they were just creating a bridge of communication. And yeah, all right, that's all I got. Like I said, Professor, you took down the forum. My understanding was to catch up as fast as I can. I just did all my stuff this Monday. I read all my stuff. I had that issue with the COVID where I had to go get my testing. If you need proper documentation, I'm in quarantine right now for a week. Not a week, it's going to take a day or 2 days. And I'm a little disheartened that you took down the forum. Not you in particular, I'm just saying I'm disheartened that the forum is taken down, and I put a lot of work into it and effort, and this isn't, I do social work, I don't do law, so I read and really to get a deeper understanding of mediation. But if I'm not going fast enough, and I'm not at the pace that you want, then can we do something, resolve this, please? If not, then can I drop the course, because I would rather, it just seems like, hey, I'm not moving fast enough. Let me know. Thank you.